welcome back to ESCXTRA. Today I am joined by Diljá from Iceland. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's so exciting. So just to get started, could you like maybe for the people who have been living under a rock or something, introduce yourself to the
Yes.
viewers?
Hello, my name is Diljá. I'm from Iceland. My song for this year's Eurovision is called Power. Go listen to it because it's a drum and bass banger. And I hope you like it.
Go stream it on Spotify right now. Pause the video, go stream it, and then come back here.
Go do it. It's a good song, I think. I think it's a good song.
I think so too. I think so too. And it's Diljá?
Diljá, yes.
Diljá.
Jou is yes in Icelandic.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Diljá.
Diljá. Got it. Got it. So, how have you been? I assume you just got back from Barcelona?
I am over the moon. Like Barcelona was a blast. It was so good.
I'm glad. Is it tough to get used to the Icelandic weather again?
Yeah. I came home yesterday and it was like probably dangerous to be outside. It was so -5 degrees and the wind with -5 degrees. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend it.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. It's the same here in the Netherlands, honestly. It's just... Oh. But did you have fun there? Did you get to meet the other artists, hang out with them?
Yes, it was so good. I loved it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So like, let's really get into the fun stuff here. I just really want to start with, your kind of relationship with music. What inspired you to get into music?
It has always been a part of me, like just since I was a little tiny baby. I was singing and always putting up a show, making songs, doing like a concert for my family and stuff like that. So that has always been the thing I wanted to do with in life.
Nice. So then you kind of build up to suddenly representing Iceland. What has that journey from being a kid performing for your parents to Icelandic national final been like?
So I was watching Eurovision, like my first Eurovision memory is 2009. And then our song was Is It True by Jóhanna Guðrún. And I was 7 years old screaming because I was in love with Alexander Rybak and I loved Jóhanna. And I decided there and then I am going to do this. I'm going to be like Jóhanna Guðrún and I'm going to go to Eurovision one day. And like ever since then, it has been my literal top one goal to do it. And I feel like every time I meet someone in music and we're talking about music and talking about goals and stuff, it has always been like, yeah, and I am going to Eurovision one day. So I have been just like working so goddamn hard, putting in the hours, the work to become the best artist and performer that I can be. So I feel like I have been building up for this since I was 7 years old.
That is damn impressive. You just set a goal for yourself and you were like, I'm gonna achieve this no matter what. And you did it quite fast as well, if I'm correct. You're like 21, right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Yeah, so that's not that much time. It's like 14 years. Hard work.
Yes.
So yeah, then you entered the Icelandic national final. What made you decide that this was the year to do it?
I had been working with Pálmi, the producer and the co-songwriter of the song Power. I had been working with him since I was 16 years old, and he always knew that it was my like priority goal to go to Eurovision, and I was asking him like every year if he was interested of doing it with me, and there was always something that came up, so we didn't send a song in, but he got the phone call for this year's selection from Roof, the company that's like doing the Söngvakeppnin, and they asked him if he was interested in making a song for the competition this year, and he just knew that he wanted to do it with me. So yeah, I think the like previous years when we have been working together, and there's always something that came up, so we didn't eventually send our song into like the competition. I think it was the world. I like to get a little spiritual sometimes. I think that was like the world just like knowing that I wasn't ready then, but I'm ready now. So
A sign from the universe.
yes, exactly.
Alrighty. Oh, then it was meant to be, right? Did you have any expectations beforehand? Were you expecting a good result?
I genuinely believed that I could do it, like me and this song could do it together, because I think it's a very good song. It suits me very well. I love singing it, and it's, yeah, I had always a strong belief that me and this song could go all the way to Eurovision.
Nice. And you did. Amazing. So about the song, can you kind of explain what Power is about and like what it means to you?
Yes. It's the lyrics is about the realization that you hold the power of your life and no one or nothing else does. Which it can, like, everyone can decide how they like relate to the song, and I feel like I can relate it in several ways. Just like I struggled very badly with anxiety and OCD when I was a teenager and a kid, and it took me a while to like get the realization that that I can take the control over my life and tell these things to well, I'm trying not to swear.
You can
To
swear. It's you can
sit
swear.
down and shut up. So polite to
Nice.
say it. But
Okay,
yeah,
that is that's really cool.
someone can probably relate to the lyrics by a person. Like they can sing to the song and be thinking of a person in their life that they feel like have a lot of power over the life, and telling that person to like take the back seat because you're behind the wheel. You can, yeah, you can, people can relate it in so many ways.
I like that the multiple interpretations. Did you also write it specifically in that way so that
Yeah,
people could interpret
yeah,
how they want it?
yeah. The original thought was like, don't let fear, like fear and anxiety,
Mhm.
sometimes, don't let fear get in the way of you doing the things you want to do. Like I wanna go and do that or say that or whatever, but I'm so afraid that like let go of that. Do what you want to do. If you want to do it, you are behind the wheel. Don't let fear stop you. No.
You have the power.
You got the power in your hand, baby.
Hell yeah, inspirational. We love it. So when did you start writing it? Like, what was it like? Was it a long process, or did you sit down for a few days, lock yourself in your room, and it just happened?
It happened pretty quickly.
Nice.
Like Palmy had the base. I like he made the like basic structure, and then we just went into the studio, and it happened very quickly and smoothly. It was meant to be. I'm telling you.
I know. I'm feeling this. It really was the universe.
Yes.
So since you won, obviously people have been sharing all their reactions to it. Have you seen a few of them? Have you seen any favorite reactions so far?
No, I try not to look at it because I don't want an outside opinions of my song or my like performance have an impact, because if I decide that I'm not gonna let it have an impact on me, it can like subconsciously do if I just hear it or see it. So I decided to try not to watch this video before the competition. But I have seen a couple of them that I knew were positive. Like, so when my friends have, like, all of my friends have sent me the same video, I thought like, okay, this is not a hate video. It can't be. So yeah.
You just wanted all the positive vibes around you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So why would you say that Power is the perfect song for Eurovision?
Because it has a good message. It's a song you can sing with, dance with. I think most people can relate to the lyrics. I don't know. I just think I have a feeling that everybody has their shadows and their things that they are like have been struggling with and working on. Yeah, I think it's a great song for Eurovision.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, there's also an Icelandic version, which I think, if I'm correct, you have to have an Icelandic version for the national final, right?
Yes, the semifinal and the national
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. So you wrote that after you wrote the English version.
The
Did you
English version.
ever think, oh, I actually like the Icelandic version more, or was it always?
Yeah, it was like a few sentences in the Icelandic version that I was like, that's a darn good sentence. But the whole picture, I like it more in the English version.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And of course, I also want to talk about Eurovision, especially with you, because you are a self-proclaimed Eurovision nerd. And that has
Yeah.
been that way since 2009, then?
Yeah.
Nice. You know what's crazy? 2009 is also like my year that I really like became that
Really?
Eurovision. I think Alexander Rybak just did that to people.
Yes. What year are you born in?
I'm from 1998, so I'm 24.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly, exactly. That's kind of like when all the kids got into it. But yeah, so you are a self-proclaimed Eurovision nerd. Um,
Yeah.
I love that. Just kind of like how does that change your relationship with the contest? You feel?
I just have so much passion for this and so much excitement. This is just it is not that I'm just like I want to become a singer and a performer and this is a good venue. This is literally been my dream to go there. This is just like this is the top of my career so far and like a big time. And just like in my life because it has been a personal goal for me.
Nice, nice. So
My
what would
pleasure.
you say is your favorite thing about Eurovision?
Um, I just think the concept is so beautiful. It is just
Definitely.
supposed to be about music, harmony, love, fun, singing together, dancing together. It's so beautiful. I love it.
I love that. I love that. And you already mentioned Is It True? And I happened to listen to your interview in the Eurovision podcast this morning. And you also mentioned Statements by Loreen. Do you also follow national finals then?
Not all of them. I always watch Melodifestivalen because it's so grand, so pretty, and I have a little like relationship with Sweden. So like my brother lives there, my parents lived
Oh,
there for many,
nice.
many, many years. So I've been there a lot. I love Sweden.
So you really feel that connection. And now with Loreen in Eurovision the same year as you. Crazy.
That is crazy.
You must have been screaming at the TV when she was like in the final for Melodifestivalen.
Yep. Yep. And it was like I actually loved Marcus and Martinez's song too. It was so good. They're so good. But
Was.
of course, like Lauren is my star. So I opened the bottle of champagne when she won.
Oh, good, good. For her,
Celebrate.
but also for yourself.
Yes. Yep. Because
Um,
I am going to meet her.
oh,
I get like serious, severe butterflies when I say it. I'm gonna meet her.
no, I can imagine. Oh my gosh.
So,
Like, just such an icon, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. And
Thank you.
of course, Eurovision is a huge deal in Iceland. I think there's like 90% of the population watched it or something.
Yeah,
Do
this is
you feel
only
like,
we have.
sorry, go on.
No, it is just the only like consistent like music show we have every year. So everybody loves it.
Nice. Do you feel like that, how do you say, like that interest, does it add extra pressure in representing Iceland?
Yeah, it does, but like it's not gonna change anything. If like two people from Iceland were going to watch it, I wouldn't like put any less effort into my performance. So it's not like, it doesn't change anything, but of course I want to make the Icelandic people proud.
I think they will be regardless, just having this
Yeah.
performance on stage. But I can imagine that it's like, wow, this is really like the whole country is going to be watching, not just a few people.
Yeah.
And also, I just had to ask because I was asking my friends if they like had any questions they really wanted to ask you, and one of them mentioned this TikTok that they sent me of you reacting to Norway's music video, and I'm just gonna assume that's one of your favorites this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for any specific reason?
I just think she is beautiful inside out. And yeah, very looking for. Oh my god, she is gonna be there in Amsterdam and London, I think, in the pre-party.
Yeah, yeah. I hope she saw it.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to act cool around her.
You don't have to. I mean, you can
No,
fangirl.
but like we're all supposed to be like equal, and we're just the same age. So like I would want to like be like super cool and just like talk to her as like an equal person, but I'm going to oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, totally fine. No panicking, no panicking. It's all gonna be fine. I will also be in Amsterdam if you need like any emotional support during those moments.
Love it.
And I also noticed, or I heard in the Eurovision podcast, I really did my research. You do a lot of fitness and you study physical therapy, right?
Yeah.
Is there still time for that in between everything, or is your brain right now just Eurovision, Eurovision, Eurovision?
Yeah, I'm putting physiotherapy on hold, but fitness is always my priority right after music. Just I would rather do just music and fitness than fitness like CrossFit, just like
Yeah.
working and just taking care of my soul and my body. And I would take that over studying. So I
Makes
think
sense.
that's the most important thing in life is just to keep healthy. Because I feel a lot of like strong relationship between uh my head, my mental health, and my physical health.
That's good. That's nice. And you can also kind of see that return in the song in a way to reclaim that power.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So I really only have one final question left, which is, do you have a message for your fans over at ESC Extra?
Yes. Hey guys, thank you for being my fan. I can't wait to perform for you in May in Eurovision. And you are behind the wheel. No one else and nothing else hold the power of your life. It's only you. You're behind the wheel. Tell your fears, your shadows, the negative things in your brain to sit down and shut up.
Nice. Perfect. Thank you. They will love that. So thank you for joining me, and thank you to everyone at home for watching.